and pause it. Oh, it doesn't show me the little. Okay, so make yourselves comfortable.
I can't spotlight you.
Go to your view box.
Yeah.
Where you hit gallery.
Right.
Hit speaker view.
Got it.
Okay. Great. And then I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Okay. All right. So make yourselves comfortable. And before you close your eyes, I'm going to show you a mudra that we're going to begin with. It's called Abhaya Dana Mudra. And the right hand, my right, I'm not mirroring you, I'm opposite. So raise your right hand, palm face forward. And then your left hand turns palm face up and rests on your thigh or your knee. This is Abhaya, this is the right hand mudra, and Dana Mudra is the left hand, Abhaya Dana Mudra. And it symbolizes Abhaya Dana Mudra. Abhaya is the symbol of strength and fearlessness. And the left hand mudra is a symbol of giving and offering, basically sending your energy out. And this one is blocking your energy in. So it's like a symbol showing your boundaries being set, but at the same time being a giving, loving person. So that balance, which is really what we are always trying to achieve in yoga, the balance of opposites is really in a physical way shown here in this mudra. So go ahead and close your eyes. And think about that idea of the right hand being the stop sign, the boundary holder, your strength. The left hand symbolizing your freely given love, time, energy, money, physical things, all the things that you give are flowing out of your left hand. We're going to do a breath exercise. If your arms or hands get tired at any time, feel free to just release the mudra, rest your hands gently on your lap. If you want to come back into it, feel free. So it's really up to you. Sit tall. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Three-dimensional breath, fill all the way up, hold. Release the breath very slowly through your nose. Again, full breath in, all the way up to the top. Hold. Release the breath through your nose as slowly as possible. Lengthen the exhale. Again, inhale deeply. Hold at the top of the inhale briefly. Exhale through the nose softly and very slowly. Slow it down. Release your hands if you still have the mudra. Go ahead and float your eyes open. Lift your arms with your deep breath in. Palms together, bring them down to your heart as you breathe out. Inhale, tip your chest up into your hands. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands down through center to your knees. Inhale, roll your chest open, scoop your heart up. Exhale, curl inward, round your spine, drop your head. Inhale up to center. Exhale, relax. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tip your heart up into your hands. Exhale, center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down through center to your knees. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, back to center and rest. Lift up through your arms, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your knees, forward bend as far as you like. It could be a little, it could be a lot. Then press through your hands, extend your spine, lift up about halfway. Roll your shoulders back so you're in a little tiny bit of a back bend. You're tilting forward at the hips and your spine is long and extended. Come back down into your forward bend. Press all the way up to sit tall and relax. Lift your arms, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your knees, forward bend. Inhale, half lift, extend the spine, little arch in the back, heart lifting up, forward bend. Press all the way up to sit tall and relax. Begin to roll your shoulders back, big scooping circles. One more. And reverse directions, bring them up and forward and down and back. And release. Hands to your knees, shift your weight a little farther forward. So scoot your tush forward on your chair. And then with straight arms, roll your shoulders back. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Maybe lift your gaze a little bit. So you're coming into a back bend, a backward bending shape. And then forward bend. Press out through your hands. Curl your belly button back towards your spine. Round your spine. Drop your head. And then back up into that back bend. So the inhale will lift you up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. And the exhale curls you inward into this little rounded shape. Keep it going. The arms stay straight to help the movement. Shoulders squeeze together on your back body, lift up, and then curl inward, rounding. Two more. Lift it up, breathe in. Round it in, breathe out. Last one, back bend and forward bend. And back up to center. Lift your arms, deep breath. Twist to the right and exhale your arms down to support you. One hand outside your leg, and the other one to the back of the chair, somewhere that feels comfortable. Stay with the twist, breathe deeply. Let every inhale lengthen you up. Let every exhale relax something that you can release. Your shoulders maybe, your arms. Inhaling to lengthen through the spine. Exhaling to release something. Couple more. Breathe in and out. Maybe the twist deepens with your exhale. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. Maybe the twist deepens. Come back to center. Pause, find center. Inhale, sweep your arms up high. Twist left as you exhale, bring the arms down for support. Again, stay here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Keep it going. Breathing in to get longer and taller. Breathing out to find release. Maybe every exhale deepens your twist. Let it be natural and sort of organic. Don't force it. Don't push. Let the twist deepen, if it will, naturally with your exhale. And come back to center. Breathe in, lift your arms. Breathe out, side bend to the right. Hold the chair somewhere that feels comfortable. Side bending to the right. Reach out strongly through that left arm and make sure that your left hip is firmly rooted on the chair. Breathe deeply. Feel that left side of your rib cage expand with your in-breath. The breath itself helps you find a little bit more length in the muscles of the side body. And come back up to center. Relax your arms. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Same idea, reach out, press down through the right hip, expand the right ribs. Use your breath to lengthen the right side body. The breath moving the rib cage can gently stretch out those muscles. One more breath. And come back up, sit tall, find center. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and your elbows out left and right, nice and wide. Breathe as you roll your shoulders. So inhaling to lift up, exhaling to come down. Keep it going, inhaling up, exhaling down. Two more. One more. Good. Rest your hands on your lap for a moment. Then fingertips back to your shoulders, elbows out left and right. We're going to go the opposite direction. Bring your elbows back and up with your inhale, forward and down with your exhale. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. One more. And release. Interlace your fingers, palms together. Start to make little circles around with your wrists, like figure eights. See if you can reverse directions. And then bring your palms together and begin to roll around over the edges of the wrists. So like you're rolling at the cuff of a long sleeve shirt. And then reverse the action. Good, let it go, wiggle your fingers, shake it out, and release. A new wrist exercise for us today. The person who discovered or originated this movement pattern calls it wrist flossing. So interlace your fingers together and then gently pull your fingers apart to create a bit of tension, a little bit of resistance, elbows moving out left and right, and then turn your palms to face the ground. Lift your right wrist up and let the right wrist do the action. So the right arm is doing the action, the left arm is passive. So hopefully you're feeling a stretch across the back of the right wrist, or the top of it, depending on how you think of it. And then reverse the action. The left arm pulls up and the right releases down. And let the left arm do the action, the right is passive. Keep that action going. So you can decide if you want to make it faster or if you'd like to keep it slow. Doesn't matter. Back and forth. But remember, the arm doing the lifting is the one doing the work. Good. Let it go. Relax a moment. Once again, interlace your fingers. Gently pull them apart, create a little tension. Elbows are moving out left and right, approximately shoulder height. They don't have to be way up here. They can, be a little relaxed, but approximately shoulder height. And this time, keep your palms facing inward towards your chest, palms face in. Same action though. Now the right wrist is gonna move forward and the left wrist moves back. And it's the wrist moving forward, the arm moving forward that's doing the action. So the left arm pulls forward, right releases back and forth. Again, your pace, if you want to pick up the pace and do this faster, you could do that. And let it go. Release, take a little break. And last one, interlace your fingers, elbows up, gentle pull apart, little resistance. This time your palms face out, away from you. Same thing, right arm pulls now in towards your chest, left is pressing out away from you, it's the passive one. And then the left hand becomes active, it pulls back as the right arm moves forward. Okay, so keep it going. Again, your own pace. You could take this quite a bit faster if you'd like. That's fine too, or keep it slow. Okay, let it go, shake it out, wiggle your hands, rest your hands on your lap, take a deep breath, let it go. Okay. Cup your hands around the front of your right shin. Draw that shin up so your knee is coming up towards your torso, towards the ceiling. And begin to circle out at your hip joint. Go the other direction. One more. And put it down, other side, bring it up, curl it in, roll it around, right from the hip. Doing about, 4 or 5 circles in one direction, and then let's reverse it, go the other way. And release. Once again, pick up your right shin, this time just your right hand. Move it a little bit open to the right. Try to draw the thigh out towards the right. And then bring it over across the midline, cross the right leg over the left, and circle out through the right ankle. Go the other direction. Okay, now squeeze your shins in towards each other. So the outer edges of your shins are gonna pull closer together. Squeeze in, pull it in tight. Use the leg muscles to really pull it in. And then bring your arms straight out in front of you. The right arm is gonna cross under, the left arm crosses over. Hold your shoulders or wrap the backs of your hands together. Lift your elbows. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades apart. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, keep those elbows lifted and the legs squeezing together. And release, unwind it. Take a little break, breathe. Okay, lift up your left shin with your left hand. Move the thigh open to the left. And then cross it all the way over the midline, cross the legs, rotate the left ankle around. Reverse directions. And then squeeze the shins together, outer edges of the shins coming closer together. Your leg muscles have to really work to bind everything into the midline. The left arm is now coming under, the right arm is over, shoulders or backs of the hands. Lift your elbows, breathe, squeeze in. Exhale, you're broadening the upper back. Inhale, keep squeezing. Exhale, one more breath, squeeze and release. Let go, unwind. Whew, take a nice deep breath in and out. Let go. Turn your right leg to face out to the right and stretch your left leg back a bit. So it might just move back an inch. Maybe you can straighten the leg back behind you a bit. It's fine if the knee stays somewhat bent, or maybe you can actually straighten it all the way out, but don't worry about it. Wherever you land is totally fine. I'm gonna keep my back knee a little bit bent. Open out your arms nice and wide. Take your gaze out over the right fingertips. Breathe deeply, hold the shape. Think about creating length through your spine, lifting your rib cage up off of your pelvis, off of your hips, crown of the head getting a little bit taller. And then take your left hand down to your left thigh, right palm turns up. Take a side bend, reach back towards the left. Bring your right forearm onto your right thigh. Lift your left arm up overhead. If you're comfortable, you might bring the arm by your ear. See how that feels for your shoulder. Stay and breathe. Press into your right arm so that you're not collapsing the shoulder towards your ear. You're pressing down. It's creating some strength in the shoulder girdle, maybe the back of the upper arm. And come back up, draw everything back to center, take a breath and relax. Turn your left leg out to the left, open your right leg to the right. Again, it might just be a little step with the foot. It might be a little reach with the leg. It might be a straight leg. Wherever you land, be there and lift up, belly in. Lift the rib cage off the hips, lift up through the crown of your head, get taller, extend out through your arms, gaze over the left fingertips, breathe. Use your breath to lengthen your spine. Imagine that every inhale, you're pulling each vertebra up off the one beneath it a little bit more, getting a little longer, a little taller, creating space between the vertebrae. Bring your right hand down to your right thigh, flip your left palm up, tip it back. And then forearm to thigh. And again, you want to really press into that arm rather than letting your shoulder creep up by your ear. You're pushing down and actually using muscular strength. Lift up through the right arm, again, reaching straight up or reaching by your ear if that works for your shoulder, right? I don't want it to feel uncomfortable or pinchy, so a little bit more open is completely fine. Stay and breathe. And release, come back to center. Okay. line up your feet so that your knees are right above your ankles. And then tip your chest forward a little bit so you're getting a little weight forward. Push through your feet and imagine pulling the ground apart with your feet, but your feet are not going to move, right? They're staying planted and you're resisting the ground with your feet, like you're trying to pull them towards the left and the right. Maybe you feel your outer hip muscles engaging a little bit as you do that. Okay, sit back up, relax. Then bring your feet back a little further so that your knees are forward of your ankles. Forward of your ankles. Then hold the sides of the chair for support, tip forward, push down through your feet. Imagine squeezing them apart, pulling the rug apart beneath your feet or the floor, and then lift off the seat. Try not to use your arms too much. Use your thighs. Sit back down. Okay, same thing again. Lean forward, press through your feet, pull your feet apart, try to widen them, feel the outer hips engaging, use your hands, push off the chair, maybe you can hover your hands. Sit back down. Take a breath. Okay. Hands on your thighs. If you need the chair, keep the hands on the chair. Otherwise, hands to your thighs, lean forward, press up, come up a little higher now. Push through your feet. Imagine squeezing them and trying to pull them apart. So like as if my knees were gonna go out, but I'm resisting. So I'm feeling a lot of pull here in the outer hip muscles. Open wide, but keep it firm. Stand tall, give it a little shake, a little wiggle. Okay, then make your way to the back of your chair. Stand tall at the back of the chair. I'm going to move mine a little farther forward here. Press into your right foot. Step your left leg back with the heel lifted, ball of the foot on the ground. Bend your right knee. Try to keep the back knee straight for now. And then if you're tipping way forward at the torso, draw your shoulders back so they're over your hips. Then bend the back knee. Tuck your tail a little bit, draw your belly in. Imagine that you're flattening out that hip crease at the front. Straighten it back behind you again. Bend it, tip the tail, and straighten. One more time, bend, tip the tail, straighten, and step forward, stand tall. Reach your, put your weight into your left foot and then reach your right leg back. Same thing, the heel is lifted, the ball of the foot is on the ground, bend your left knee. Right leg is straight. Lift up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Bend your back knee, tip your tail, pull your belly in, and straighten. Bend, and straighten. One more time, bend, and straighten, step forward. Either turn your chair around or switch your body position so that you can put your hands on the seat of the chair. Bend your knees, place your palms on the seat of the chair. And then walk your feet back. So we are coming into a downward facing dog variation. So walk back. Try to straighten the line at the shoulders. So if you have really tight shoulders, you may need to stop, before pulling all the way back. But if you have the space, try to pull back until your arms are a straight line out of your shoulders. Straight line from tail to fingertips. Keep your knees bent. Imagine lengthening your spine, creating this long line. Ears between your upper arms. Walk back in. Bend your knees. Press up to stand. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Bend your knees, palms to the chair. begin to walk back. Push into the chair with your hands really firmly. Come as far as you can, stretching out the shoulders, lengthening out through the spine. If it's comfortable for you and you have the space, you might straighten your legs. If that creates pull in your low back, keep the knees bent. You want to try to have your hips above your shoulders, tushy higher than shoulders. Walk back in. Press up to stand. Okay, one more. Bend your knees, plant your palms, walk back to your version of downward facing dog. Then keep your feet where they are, reach your shoulders forward over your wrists, and then press back. So we're moving back and forth between a downward facing dog and a plank pose, or the top of a push-up. Press back, shoulders forward over your wrists. One more time to press back, and this time walk your feet in and press up to stand. Okay. Come back to your seat. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. If you would like to hold your shin up for support, that's fine. If you'd like to add a little weight with your right hand above your right knee, that's fine too. See how it feels. A sensation of stretching or lengthening in the muscles is fine, but if you're feeling discomfort at your joints, like your hip joint or your knee joint, this might not be for you, or you might take a shallower version of it, a little bit higher maybe. So you see how it feels. Okay, unwind that. And the other side, lift it up, cross it over. Again, hold it up as high as you need to. No pain, no discomfort in the joints, please. Muscular discomfort is, that's okay. Stretching doesn't always feel comfortable. Okay, and let it go. Once again, sit forward towards the edge of the seat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward bend. So it could just be a tip forward. It could be that you're ready now and warmed up enough to come all the way down, hands down towards the ground. Lift up about halfway. Move your hands up your legs, extend your spine, little half lift, and then back into forward bend. Again, your version. It could be with your heart up higher, it could be a little lower. Press all the way up, sit tall, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms all the way out and up. Exhale, forward bend, a little or a lot. Half lift, lift up, halfway lift, forward bend. All the way up, sit tall, arms high, deep breath, hands to heart, pause. Take a breath. Last time, inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. hands to your lap, and rest. Sit back in your chair, scoot towards the back, bring your feet under your knees, sit tall, turn your left palm up, bring your right hand up to face front, coming back into Abhaya Dana Mudra. Close your eyes. Think about that balance that we're trying to achieve in our lives. Balance between strength and softness, between fearlessness and vulnerability, boundary setting and giving. Release the mudra, hands to your lap, sit back in your chair, soften everything that you can soften, release where you can. Notice your feet, relax your toes. Relax your legs, the lower leg muscles, the thigh muscles. Relax your hip flexors, those muscles that cross the front of the hip joints. Relax, let them go. We hold a lot of tension there. Soften your belly. And then let your shoulders gently draw down away from your earlobes, just letting gravity do its thing, softening the muscles along the sides of your neck, the tops of the shoulders, the muscles of the upper back. What about your hands? Can you relax the muscles in your hands, the palms, the fingers, the wrists? Bring your attention to your face. Separate the back molars so that your jaw muscles can release. Soften the muscles around your lips, around your eyes. Soften the crease between your eyebrows. Let the forehead relax. The skin of the scalp spread. Notice your breath. Notice the quiet breath. Begin to deepen your breath now. Drawing each breath in a little more fully. Exhaling a little more completely. And then wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Maybe roll your shoulders a little. Begin to move. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath in as you sweep the arms up overhead. Bring your palms together in the center of your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and happy Father's Day to people who are celebrating Father's Day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. It's supposed to be a lovely weekend.